8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's the abbreviation for Eastern Standard Time?
What?
EST.
Okay.
We got Sticker Grandson's going to read the messages, and they got a special appearance by Sticker Brat Teenager. He's going to tell a joke here in a little bit. What's going on out there today? 60 some degrees. I ran in a t-shirt to the grocery store and back today. It's pretty nice. I'm sure most of the rest of you probably don't have as good as that weather as we had here today. Mikey, is it snowing in New York area? Sure it is.
John H is here. He said, "Good evening, Sticker family."
How you doing, John H?
Uncle Paul's Beetle Pop Playhouse is here. Good evening.
All right,
Happy
Uncle
Saturday.
Paul. How you doing, Uncle Paul's Beatles Pop Playhouse?
Polly's here. Hi, Stickermania.
How you doing,
family,
Polly
and everyone
Hewitt?
watching.
Who is it?
Polly Hewitt.
Yeah. Oh, some notes. Gabby was talking about this the other day. She saw the Jim Irsay collection when it was out on tour. And the auction's going to be in Christie's in New York in March of 2026. I ordered a catalog for it yesterday. I'm sure I won't be able to afford anything, but it cost me $100 to get the catalog for the auction. A lot of people have been putting out YouTube videos on Beatles fatigue. I don't get Beatles fatigue, but it's probably because I listen to a lot of other things. Rolling Stones, Led Zeppelin, David Bowie, Pink Floyd, 60s British invasion groups, Dave Clark 5. So I don't get that Beatles burnout that everybody's talking about. Robert Fritham did it first, and then Pop Goes the 60s did a video about it, and then today we had Mr. Mayo, Matthew Street, and Beetle Babe all did a video about Beatle fatigue, Beatle burnout. Are you guys burnt out on the Beatles out there? I'm not.
Got a few comments.
Yeah.
Danny Goldstein said, "Hi folks, 24 degrees here in New Jersey and 6 inches of snow."
Wow.
Daniel Castillo.
Are you done with 6 inches, or is there going to be more?
And then Daniel Castillo, high of 82 in Houston.
All right. Well, there's some place that has better temperature than us.
Ivan Music Man, help! I'm in Manchester, UK for record shopping and football.
Ivan, you're not in Norway today. You're in Manchester. You could look up Rob Walker. I thought he lives in Manchester.
Robert Mitchell, hi from Melbourne, Australia.
All right, Melbourne, Australia. What time is it in Melbourne, Australia? What's the name, Robert?
Yeah, Robert.
All right.
A Little Beatles Corner, I think that's Imagine number 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Happy near birthday, Frank, and Happy New Year to all.
Thanks, Patricia. I watched your last Beatles Find video. I enjoyed that.
And then Uncle Paul said, was announced no fees for Beatle fans in 2026. No fees for Beatle fans in 2026.
It was announced?
Yeah.
There's no fest for Beatle fans in 2026. Wow.
And you skipped Thomas Crook, the little quiet dude.
How you doing, Thomas?
And
Quirk?
Thomas Quirk. Hello, everybody.
So me and Mikey are going to do that Revolver in New Jersey, but that's not till next fall. So I don't know. And then we got Abbey Road on the River here and Memorial Day. Is there any other Beatle gatherings this year that you guys know of?
All right. North Carolina Vinyl Picker. Good evening.
How you doing, Arthur?
Larry.
I saw your 2025 pickups and your 2026 vinyl tag. I enjoyed those.
Larry, hi. How was your Christmas? Mine was great.
Larry?
Yeah. Larry says.
All right. Okay. How you doing there, Larry? Our Christmas was pretty good.
John H. Joke for Sticker Kid. What do snowmen eat for breakfast?
What does snowman eat for breakfast?
Snowflakes.
No.
Snowflakes?
Snowflakes close.
That's very close.
Frosted Flakes.
Frosted Flakes. All right. Well, we got Sticker Kid thinking about his joke. All right. You ready to do your joke? Pull.
Hold on. Whoopie Baby.
Wolfie
Tia.
Baby said, hi, Frank, Sticker family. Dave Evans said, good evening,
How you
Frank,
doing,
and Sticker
Wolfie? How
family.
you doing, Dave Evans?
And then Robert from Australia, he said it's 12:30 p.m. Sunday.
12:30 p.m. Sunday. Well, you're a 12:30 in the afternoon, I guess.
Yeah, Sundays, yeah.
Yeah, I remember going to Australia once in a jet. I think it took us 15 hours, and we thought we gained a day going there, and we lost a day going back. All right, Sticker Teenager's going to tell his Rolling Stone joke for today. Ready? Sit up, sit up.
I don't know how to say it.
Sit up there. All right,
How
tell
do
your
I-
joke.
Come on.
How do I say it?
I said realtor.
Okay.
All right, tell the joke.
Why do the Beatles Stones?
Why do the Rolling Stone?
Stop.
Say it slowly.
Why do the Rolling Stones need a
Realtor.
realtor?
Why do the Rolling Stones need a realtor? What's the answer?
Because no one moves like Jazz.
Because no one moves like Jagger. All right, Sticker Kid.
Now I get comments caught up.
A few more comments. Danny Goldstein said, no fest in New York or Chicago in 2026. They will re-image it in 2027.
Wow.
And then Larry said, I was Beatleman, now Larry Size.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Corrosive Bond
We
said,
correct-
That's Arthur Mustaches. Who that
Arthur
is.
Mustache. Okay.
How you doing, Arthur Mustache? We sent out your item on eBay, your Beatles U.S. Christmas album in the shrink. We sent that out yesterday. We sent Wolfie's Baby UK Beatles Christmas album out, and we sent Mikey Arugula's John and Yoko counter display for starting over, and we sent something else out.
Larry or Gus Lopez.
Gus Lopez, we sent out your 1964 Beatles fan club Christmas record that has the original mailer and the insert.
All right. Last few messages, and then we're caught up. Arthur Mustache said, best wishes to you for best wishes to you for a happy new year. Oh my gosh, they keep moving down.
Yeah.
30 degrees here in Philly.
All right, same to you. 30 degrees. Is any snow there, Arthur? We went through Philadelphia on the way to the Everything Fab 4 Fest for Rubber Soul in Ashbury, New Jersey. We went right straight through downtown Philadelphia.
Mr. Beatles Pro said no fest this year, and then Little Beatles Corner said the He Fest needs revamping. The Beatle Fest needs revamping. They need more vendor tables for sure.
Yep. They need to have it set up a little more for the younger generations. It's just kind of set up for us old fogies have been going there for 30 years.
Well, that's what goes with Tom. Tom said somebody else will probably take it over.
Yeah, we talked to Mark Lapidus for quite a long time there in Ashbury, New Jersey. He still got the stories in his head, but you can tell he's been doing it. He's kind of burnt out from doing it.
All right, last comment. Danny, oh, not Danny. Chendo Mendoza. How much for the Beatle White Album Dutch pressing?
Holland Pressing, Beatles White Album. That
The
is
Dutch one.
the best sounding audiophile pressing ever of the White Album. I've listened to this a couple times. Andrew Milton from Polygram Auctions is sure right about that. That is that is $500 FedEx shipped. All right, let's talk about the White Albums, and I got a couple other notes. This is my UK first press that I showed on the last stream. The very first day issue that has no EMI on the record label, on either record, and has the photos and the poster. Got the original black. Here's the top loader opened up, laminated cover. You can tell it looks a lot different than the US. made of different stock, cardboard stock. That's the early press of the Beatles' White Album from the United States. This is the 1981 UK that I got from Mazzy, tube cut mono. That's up on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store for $550. It's in hardly played, excellent condition. And that is the Dutch Holland pressing that we talked about. And the record label's got a mistake where that is the mono. Got them mixed up. That's the 1981 mono right there. And this is the Holland pressing that has a mistake of glass union instead of glass onion on the label. All right. Let's clear the table off on White Albums. There's a book song book that came out in 1968 that has Yellow Submarine songs and songs from the Beatles' White Album. And that's kind of a photo that was done the same time the White Album was to promote it. It was in ads, a photo like that. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That goes with that. There's the 4 photos. All right, you want to put that over there? Couple other notes. Sean Lennon said on the extended CBS mornings last Sunday that the Beatles could possibly be forgotten if they don't keep reinventing it for the young generations. He said the Beatles possibly could be forgotten, and that's hard for me to believe. 5 Beatles songs that young listeners are listening to the most now on Spotify. You guys know what number 1 is. Number 5 is Yesterday from 1965. Number 4 is Hey Jude from 1968. Let It Be's number 3 from 1970. Come Together is number 2 from the Abbey Road, and number 1, you know, is Here Comes the Sun. That's what the young crowd likes the most, except for Sticker Kid doesn't really like Here Comes the Sun.
No, this is his favorite song.
George's song from Abbey Road. Top 5 audiophile pressings of the week that I listened to.
Daniel Castillo said, it is possible, of course, maybe not forgotten, but see a significant decline in demand.
Yep.
And then everyone here, if you could leave a like, it supports the channel, and we much appreciate it. Just leave a big like. Come on.
Sit up there.
Put it up.
Sit up.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thanks. Number 5 on my 5 audiophile pressings that I played this week. The best of Dave Clark 5 from England. This is like a 1980 pressing. Some reason the 1980 pressings, 77 to 80 from the United Kingdom, they're always pretty much audiophile as a rule. Every time I get a 1980 pressing, I'm pretty happy with it. Number 4, another 1980 pressing from the United Kingdom, McCartney 2. I listened to the first side today. Coming up, Temporary Secretary on the Way, Waterfalls, and Nobody Knows. Pretty good. McCartney must have done that album all by himself. Number 3, John Lennon's Plastic Ono Band. This is an Australian pressing for you. The man that's from Melbourne, right? Robert from Melbourne. You guys made some audiophile beetle pressings also, especially the Audio 5 of Sergeant Pepper. That's what a Australian pressing looks like. It says Sydney on the bottom. Number 2. This is a 1977 pressing of first album of Led Zeppelin. It's got George Pyrrhus and the matrices. This is one time where Led Zeppelin, the USA pressing sound better than the UK, as the master tapes were brought over by Jimmy Page and Peter Grant to the United States. So that pressing sounds better than the turquoise, but the turquoise is worth about 10 times more because of the unique cover. And the number 1 album, audiophile album I listened to this week, that's going out in the mail Monday to John H. Rolling Stones, Sticky Fingers, United Kingdom. This is a second pressing. That's the original inner sleeve. I've had quite a few people reach out about this poster here because they make so many counterfeits. Somebody showed me a picture where Universal was down here on the bottom corner. That is a recent reissue, but this is the real deal 1970. It's textured, marbled, and it's got a COA on the back from Jeff Gold, Record Mecca, that it's the real deal. Always wanted this original poster for Sticky Fingers. So that was my top 5 audiophile pressings for this week. You want to take a break? You're bored.
Any more jokes?
You might as well take a break. Go see if you can find another joke.
Ha! So funny.
Come up with a wintertime joke.
I'm running away.
You're running away.
It's not funny.
You're not funny.
What other notes I got here? The purchases that I got coming in the next couple weeks. I got a Abbey Road sealed 1977 UK pressing that Tom Port says is better than the first pressing from the United Kingdom, but I'm not positive on that. But I need to play test them both, one right after the other. But he says because Harry T. Moss recut it with less bass roll-off, that is a better pressing on his $500,000 stereo system. I also have a 1969 United Kingdom with the misaligned apple coming in of Abbey Road. The Stones, Rolling Stones, somebody went to a state auction and they got 7 Rolling Stone albums that were unplayed, all in the shrink with hype stickers, and I got a hold of that. It's got an Exile and Sticky Fingers and their High Tide Greatest Hits, and it's got the one Emotional Rescue that has the real rare hype sticker for it. For Mikey Arugula, I have the Beatles hand tag coming for the disco case coming in. I got a blue one of these coming in that has the hand tag original. I know they make a lot of reproduction hand tags, but I made sure it was the real thing. And a stereo butcher cover that I'm going to peel. I got a stereo coming to East Coast, number 2, that I'll be peeling next week. And what else? The United Kingdom 1982 pressing of real music, the Beatles' real music from their movies on Parlophone. In the shrink, I got that coming in. And I've had this before, the Silver Beatles that was put out by adult magazine Owie in 1982 that did an interview with Pete Best. I got the red labeled Silver Beatles in the original mailer that the adult magazine sent out. It has Like Dreamers Do on one side and Love of the Loved on the other. One time I had that magazine listed on eBay and I got shut down for 24 hours for having that magazine on eBay. So just selling the record this time. Nothing to do with I'm not selling the magazine. Local man, my local buyer that buys a lot of my high-end imports, bought my Philippines.
The man says we. W-E.
Yeah. Bought my Philippines tube cut -1 Beatles for sale, and he bought my sealed 4x4 early 1965 the Beatles extended play.
That was Art the mustache that told you that.
All right.
Thank you, Arthur.
Where's the other sheet I had? Let's put this away. I got it underneath here. Got a few more things to show here. Show me my Spice Girl doll there. Something a little different. The South Louisville Antique Toy Mall had these out there last week. A set of 5 from 1990, I think, or 89. 1998.
That sounds about right.
1998. All 5 Spice Girls on tour. And I sold that on my STICKERMANIA 2853 eBay store for $129. All right, you can put that back over there.
Okay.
So thanks a lot, Amy and Jeff, for South Louisville Antique Toy Mall. A little plug out for you. In my 2 display cases I have out there, they said I sold 30 items in the last week. I gotta go out there next week and put some different things out there.
Gomez said, to be honest, I'm a huge Beatles fan.
So you're not burnt out?
Yeah, I guess that's what he's saying. He's not one of the ones that's burned out from it.
All right. That's most of my purchases. Some things that sold for a lot of money in the last week on eBay. Perry Cox sold a Introducing the Beatles that was in the shrink like mine for $766. So mine is in good a shape as his is. And Perry Cox also sold a white album that had the blue hype sticker on it for $1,400. A signed Songs by George Harrison book in the shipping box sold for $1,900 yesterday. And I missed out on this today. I thought it was a real deal. A George Harrison signed 1985 U.S. custom decoration. How do you say it? Decoration.
Yeah.
Decorations, right, the way you said it.
Decoration form when he wanted to visit America for 4 months, and he lived out in L.A., and he signed a form for 3 people, him, his wife Olivia, and their newborn Danny. It went for $1,112. In a 1967 USA Christmas postcard fan club, I gotta find out if Mikey has the 66 or the 67. They both went for $150 each. And a souvenir of the visit to America, the first Beatles EP put out in America on VJ Records. It had a promo record with it, and it went for $1,000. Those are some high end from the last few days. Give you a hint on something I got a hold of today. Probably one of the most expensive estate sales on eBay that I got a hold of, and this was one of the items that I'm hoping to have it Wednesday for our Every Little Beatles Thing, episode number 17 with Mikey Arugula, 8:30. We're going to do it 8:30, right? New Year's Eve?
That's what I assumed, because last year we did it New Year's night, and that was a little tough, because remember we did it through the New Year's.
Yeah, so 8:30 p.m. Wednesday night, New Year's Eve, Every Little Thing Beatles episode number 17. No, it's not 16, it's 17. I guess you can say it's a 6-7. Had to get that in there.
All right, T-shirt Express is here. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody had a great Christmas.
How you doing, Polly? Have you been making any new Beatle t-shirts? We only got one of your sweatshirts left. I'm going to have to buy some more of your sweatshirts. That's your most popular item that me and Mikey Arugula sell. From Staten Island, T-shirt Express. And there is Mikey's card, and there's Uncle Paul's card.
Hold on, take it back a little. Take Uncle Paul's back a little. There you go, blurry.
And Mikey Arugula's on one side, and I'm on the other side.
T-shirt Express said, I'll send some more giveaways soon.
Appreciate that.
Sounds great. I got some more things to show. I think that's most of my notes. Forgot to show this last time. The only time that the Beatles camp got so worked up about the Paul is Dead that this is the only official release that ever had Paul is Dead edits from 1969. The official Beatles White Album Reel to Reel Volume 1, Volume 2, 7.5 inches per second on Ampex tapes. Apple Records, this was an original item, and it has, the Volume 2 is still factory sealed. I've been offered $500 for that before, but I didn't sell it. But it's got edits on 7 songs. Dear Prudence has 74 seconds edited out where they say, look around, look around, look around, round, round. Glass Onion has 33 seconds edited out. Here's another clue for y'all. The walrus was Paul. Don't Pass Me By has a minute edited out when he's talking about you. Ringo was talking about you were in a car crash, you lost your hair. Why Don't We Do It in the Road? Why Don't We Do It in the Road has 31 seconds edited out. Your Blues has a minute 27 edited out. And Helter Skelter's got 46 seconds edited out. And the Carry Me Back, they completely edited out that little bit that's right in before Revolution number 9, or they can't you take me back section. They completely edited that out.
John H. said, thanks, Frank. You filled my New Year's wish list before the New Year with the Sticky Fingers album.
It's a hell of it's like somebody said that Sticky Fingers UK and German pressing that's cut by Doug Sachs, it's like you're taking a blanket off your speakers between the USA and the UK. You're taking a blanket off your speakers when you play one versus the other. That's my original, what did that sell for? 60 cents in 1969. It's got most of the clues for the Paul McCartney Great Hoax. I don't think I showed this last time. This original program, the Beatles opened up for Roy Orbison in the spring of 1963, and then they became so big, so popular. They were headliners. So Roy Orbison, the next time he came to America or to the United Kingdom, the Beatles weren't on there. It was Freddie and the Dreamers and Brian Poole and the Tremolos. You know, they're the group that Decca Records signed instead of the Beatles because they lived in London. There's original promo card for Freddie and the Dreamers. Peter and Gordon. There's been some YouTube videos that Mike Campbell's been doing about the Peter Asher connection to Paul. And these are some of my kids' photos that I got from the Connie Denavi. I don't know if I have the book there right now. I don't see it. There it is, way back there.
This one?
When I bought all those negatives from the Connie Denavi collection, these were ones I made from the original negatives of Peter and Gordon growing up. That's a young, pretty sure. Some of these I get mixed up. I know that's Peter Asher. Some of these are Gordon Waller. That's Peter Asher. That's a young Peter Asher when he was in plays. He was an actor at a young age. There's him with his brothers and sister. There's another play he was in when he was a young kid in London. There he is as a 3-year-old. I had a couple Gordon. Yeah, I think I got some Gordon down here towards the end. I think these are all Peter. With his father. There's Gordon when he was in high school. Gordon Waller. And a couple more of Peter Asher with his mother. And his mother supposedly taught Paul McCartney to play. She was involved with some of the Beatle tracks yesterday and something to do with the Beatles' White Album. Sgt. Pepper. All right, what else do we have to show? We got any questions?
Not at the moment.
Sticky hype sticker. We were talking about that last time. Got another Beatles Tom Pro. He got one of these UK pressing of Extra Texture. I got another one of those in there. 1975 UK Porky Pecco Duck pressing, cut by George Pyros in the United Kingdom. How do you say that? Oh, thingamajig. That's what the last Apple label looked like before Apple closed up in the United Kingdom. 1975. How's your 2025 is coming to an end? The big release, of course, was the anthology. That's my 12 LP box set of the complete Beatles anthology.
Oh, not him again. It says, oh no, not him again. John H. and Arthur Mustang.
It's not oh, it's oh, not him again.
Yeah.
All right, thanks. And I got the one of those numbered 649 that has original prints in there. I guess I'm going backwards on time on this. And there they are. One of the first times at Abbey Road Studios. And the hype stickers, somebody was asking me about hype stickers the other day. I told them I had a couple, but I didn't have them on my, so give me my other one, my YouTube one. So I told them that this is my contact info. A lot of people get a hold of me about butcher covers and stuff on eBay, and I said I do have contact info on my YouTube channel, Mr_StickerMania at yahoo.com. Well, we got a trivia question thing to do there. That's the next thing we gotta do. Rubber Soul hype sticker for Hear Paul Sing Michelle, original Beatles version. And hype sticker on the revolver for Yellow Submarine and Eleanor Rigby. And I got a original first press. It's not the real rare mono, but it's their first press stereo from the United Kingdom. -1, -1. And this is what the label looks like. First press revolver, that's a stereo pressing. Of course, that revolver, the stereo pressing is not that good on the original ones. The only ones that were able to make it better was in Germany in the late 70s. They remixed it, and that's the best according to Andrew Polygram Auctions, Andrew Milton. That's the best pressing revolver ever, the 1977 German pressing that starts with a prefix of 72.
Gabby Music Fan.
How you doing, Gabby?
Hey, Sticker Family. Bummed that the fest is postponed until 2027. I love jamming in the lobby every night and hanging out with my best friends.
I know. That's because we've been doing it for 30 or 40 years, us old folks, and you're of the young generation. That has to be a bummer. Let's do the trivia question. Gabby is here.
These.
Yeah. So we're going to give away these original 1964 photos and postcards. These are like laminated, or they're just glossy photos that they were all sold together with signatures that, of course, aren't real. Oh, there's the phone ringing. There's Ringo. John Lennon. I don't know if he ever signed his name like that. And George Harrison. And then these are the postcards. That's the jumbo size. And these are the 4 small ones. You got Paul and George. These were all made in '64. Ringo and John Lennon. Here are the 3 questions.
Oh, man, you messed up the camera there. That one, there we go. It was messed up there.
All right, 3 trivia questions, and you win all these. I will send all these out to you. Here we go. Question 1. The 6 photos. These were sold in stores in a sealed package. Did they sell over 88 cents or did they sell under 88 cents for the sealed package of photos? Question 1. Question 2. What city in America were these postcards made? There's a major city in America where all these postcards were made in 1964 by Kurt Tech Company. What city in America? And number 3, which they have numbers of B1, B2, B3, and B4 on the back. Who was B1? Which Beatle was B1? Repeat those again. These 6 photos were sold together in a sealed package in 1964. Were they over 88 cents or under 88 cents? What city in America, major city in America, were all these postcards made in, manufactured in? And which Beatle has B1 on the back of this card?
What you got? Whoopie baby.
Alright, here you go. First one.
Woofy baby. Where's Woofy at? I'm missing it.
Right here.
Under Chicago. No. Nope. You got it wrong here, Woofy. You're
Johnny.
close.
Greg's after John. It's John and
Johnny, nope. Greg. Greg got it right. Greg Fio wins the winner. So these 6 photos were sold for 79 cents in a sealed package. The city that in America where all these postcards were made by the Kurt Tech Company was Chicago. And number 1, B1, was Paul McCartney, was B1. Way to go, Greg. Wolfie, you only had one of them wrong. You had the last one wrong. You put Ringo instead
That's
of
what John and Patricia, they all had that. They were all getting the name wrong. They couldn't
All right,
figure
put that
out
over
the
there.
ball.
Good job there, Gregory Field. Did I show everything? Got any other questions for me? I showed most everything. I showed the Bowies last time. I showed that Rolling Stones program from 1969 a couple times ago, original program to see the Rolling Stones in concert in the United States in 1969. I always think this one picture of Keith is a cool picture. My seal, Miss You, or Some Girls from 1978 with the first cover. These are getting harder to come by as time moves on. Got the factory sealed from corner to corner, no flaws. Got the hype sticker for featuring Miss You. I talked about Oasis with the Beatles. Have a UK 1977 pressing. These are the pressings I like to go after. The Beatles pressing from the United Kingdom 1977. It's got that little flap on the end. And a glossy cover, a laminated cover. After 1979, they stopped making them laminated. And it's got the 377 on the date on the bottom. That means it was March of 77 when this record was pressed. Most of them are Harry T. Moss recuts in 77. And Tom Port from Better Records. He loves those Harry T. Moss recuts.
A little Beatles corner said, "Is that UK Abbey Road you are getting a BC13 or is it too early?"
I'm getting a Missaline 1969, and I'm getting a 1978 that was in the first 3,000 BC 13s that were sold in America, but it's a UK pressing. It's factory sealed with the capital EMI hype sticker on it. And we showed these German versions. Let's show the Hey Jude. Best pressing, of Hey Jude, the 1970 UK export only pressing. And Bowie, we talked about the Ziggy Stardust. It seems like I play this record now about every third day. Beatles fatigue. I don't have Beatles fatigue. I just got to get some more on Bowie and some more Pink Floyd, and then I won't get Beatles fatigue. But I don't have the Beatles channel Sirius on my car radio. Maybe that you would get burnt out like me and Mr. Mayo hearing the same 50 hits over and over and over. All right, I think that is about it. I didn't show my ticket stub. My original 1966 ticket stub to see the Beatles at Washington, D.C. Stadium. They wrote Beatles concert on the back. And this ticket was $5 in the lower deck to see the Beatles in '66.
What he does.
So there's 2 comments. There's 3 now. A little Beatles corner said I would be interested in the 1978 Abbey Road then.
The 78?
The 1978 Abbey Road.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, then Gabby Music Fan said I attended the Jersey Fest when it was at the previous location in Secaucus? I don't know.
When downtown Manhattan?
So I do remember a time when it was better. I went to one Chicago Fest 17 years ago and remember it fondly.
Wow. I was at Chicago Fest in the 80s. I remember it was probably about 84.
Alright. Danny Goldstein said, Pop Goes the 60s is too sour to watch these days.
Yeah, he's burnt out on the Beatles, and he never seems to be very positive at all about anything to do with the Beatles. I don't understand what happened to him. He got burnt out on the Beatles, but Pop Goes the 60s. He used to be a real good YouTube channel about the Beatles.
Sticker Teenager said, like and subscribe.
All right, Sticker Teenager, he's in the chat.
Greg Field said, happy, healthy New Year, Sticker Mania family.
Thanks.
Thanks, Frank. Oh no, not him again was George Harrison. Humor, a nod to the press that hassled him.
Oh no, not him again.
And then Greg Field said,
all right, thanks, Greg. Remember, everybody in the chat, we got Mikey Arugula, every little Beatles episode number 17 on Wednesday night, New Year's Eve, December 31st, 8:30 p.m. Standard Time. Be there. It'll be a birthday bash for me because I'll be turning
71.
I'll be turning 72 New Year's Day.
thank you everyone for watching and thank you for the likes.
All right, see ya.